I like to change my oil every 3,000. That's what's up. Even if you got one of those that require um, synthetic, like my Cherokee, it takes 0W20 fully synthetic. So, I guess conventional oil they still changing those every three, but I'm not balling like that, so I can't just really change synthetic oil that often. So I have to. And those cars, most of the new stuff have an algorithm tied into the computer that measures load, time of driving, the length of driving, the miles. It factor all that stuff in, and it will display by way of a warning light when it's time to change your oil. Even that's risky, guys. So be careful what you listen to on your car. Listening to your videos, sometimes I wish I had your writers and managers. Oh, what you saying? They sell real good or they explain real good? Because I dog them out every now and then. Not to the point, hella, think of it this way. When you can't get the information you need out of them, uh, you're gonna be forced to turn into a writer. In other words, you're gonna have to call the customer and speak to them directly. Here's what I do. Here's my trick, or here's my line. Ma'am, I'm having a hard time duplicating your concern. Okay, I just come off a test drive, but I could not get the car to stall out. Can you please explain all out? And that would make her feel so much. She's like, oh my God, somebody that cares. So he called me. Oh, this the guy in the back with the crazy looking hair. I talked to him. I seen him early. That's how they. What would you recommend for headlight bulbs that are brighter than the standard halogen type for 2005 Chrysler PT Cruiser Touring Edition wagon? I need the 900 CX low beam only. Guy, every time somebody asks me what I recommend, I catch a lot of flack because this is true. I recommend what the manufacturer suggests. All right, I'm basically a lame OEM guy. Okay, I don't even know other options. Okay, when somebody asks me, "Hey man, what kind of plugs should I use? What better plugs should I use in the Hemi?" OEM, dog. You know what? I mean, that's so many. The core is Tom still here. The core, the yellow cores that everybody putting on their Pentastar. Like, I'm gonna get one guy email me. You think I get more power by adding these? Keep in mind, guy, a core only job is gonna have a duty cycle ground going to it and two wires and a power supply, likely from the ASD. All right, ASD stays power all the time. The coil is fired by the PCM, duty cycle and that ground, right? So his question was, do I think he'd get more power by putting those yellow, can't think of the name of them, those coils on them? I was like, I don't know, man. I use OEM coils. I don't know about all that. I'm in a dealer. We don't do so, but I don't want to get out of the loop. So anytime I have a chance to learn something what people doing out there, I'm cool with that. It's just I don't know what to tell you. All right. So anybody in the aftermarket world, I have an aftermarket buddy. I go ask him, but it's still it will revert back to. I suggest you use the Mopar coils, because guys, the car makers like Ford is Motorcraft, right? So if you own a Ford, you should be using Motorcraft. The car maker's gonna use the best part designed for their vehicles, and they're gonna recommend the best parts designed for their vehicle. You know, FCA not gonna suggest you go use uh I don't know. I don't even know other name brands. But my point is I'm an OEM guy. Uh I don't know big block 502 2006. I don't know what headlights standard halogen type for 2005. I have no idea, my friend. I'm sorry, but I'm sure somebody here do. They'll put it in the comments. I found out Apple OBD will read pin codes without dealer. Yeah, right. Darhemi, and you can burn it yourself. It works for 2013 and 2016 car. They said they are going work on older car pin reads. Okay, most of the oldest. The rolling skim codes. That's all of that's going to be wiped out, and it likely started in 2016. Rolling skim code mean that skim code lasts about an hour. Okay, so if you go to the parts department and get a skim code on a new car, you have a window, my friend, before that code change. So you can't just put the piece of paper in your pocket and go on about your merry way. No, you better go program that thing and do it now and do it quickly because it's about to expire. All right, so it doesn't last a long time. Is what I'm trying to say. All right, I gotta move on. Dart, I didn't know that, Dart. Interesting. Okay, interesting. Hi, JT. My daughter's 14. Cherokee through and check engine light. Oh, not the U code. U is pretty much always communication, guys, and those are the hardest ones to diagnose and fix. Lost communication to body module. The light cleared itself. Should I be concerned? Now, if the light's gone, that means the computer don't see the problem anymore. And my friend, a lot of communication codes are a result of poor connection at the battery. So I don't know your issue. I don't know if your connection at the battery is poor, but if it is, it doesn't hurt to check that. And if it is, repair it. But a lot of the communication issues stem from poor connections at the battery. I got beat up one time. I had to call the engineers, Starline. And that is one of the things I got out of it. God, when I talk to an engineer about a hard problem, that sticks. Okay. If I'm on my phone, I'm recording the conversation. I think by law I'm supposed to tell them, but you don't need to know all that. Just keep talking. Just keep talking. Keep talking, Mr. Engineer. All right. Yes, I need as much information as possible. All right, OJ Sabat, sub JT 2015 town and country did just service, but reverse still shutters slightly when up a hill. With TCM updates help, it says it's due for an update. It depends. It very well could affect that. When you flash update a TCM, you basically tuning it to correct some issues the engineers have found. Okay, so who knows? Very well could change the strategy on how it ships in reverse and get rid of that shutter. It may. I don't think the torque converter locks up when in reverse anyway, but it may not lock it up if it's supposed to lock up. There's a lot of things that change during those flashes that they don't tell us, guys. It's supposed to be some top secret G14 classified type stuff. They don't want to let us know, but I be being nosy. I be wanting to know. But it's worth the shot, OJ. I don't know what shops charge. We charge an hour to flash a TCM, but it's worth the shot. I don't believe in the Evelyn. You don't believe in the 10,000, even if it's synthetic. Back to the synthetic oil thing. It is a belief thing. It's like religions. It's a belief thing. What you believe is what you believe in. Evelyn, please explain on the bottom comment. Now, what you said earlier, you said every 3,000 miles. I'm assuming that's with conventional oil, right? And I stated that mine takes synthetic, okay? And I'm reminded to change it when I get some kind of warning light. Mine's burning oil, so I'm in a whole different boat. The one I drive burn oil, so I'm in a totally different category than you. But please explain why you do not believe in 10,000 mile oil changes if it's called for synthetic.